Welcome to the House of Cush, where the evolved hustlers come to learn more about astrology, rootwork, conjure, and tarot. Now, today we'll be getting into the Cush Almanac for Friday, July the 17th, 2026. Now, top of the rising, guys, because today's energy is about refining your vision instead of simply chasing perfection. With the waxing moon crescent right now in Virgo, every intentional step becomes an investment in your future. This isn't the day for your just flashy moves. It's the day to tighten your systems, organize your magic, and prepare for the abundance that you're calling in. Small improvements today become major breakthroughs later. Now, Mercury retrograde in Cancer reminds us that wisdom often comes from revisiting what already exists. You're going to rework old ideas, reconnect with former clients, update your products, and polish projects before launching something entirely new. Now, lunar energy wise, we've got the Virgo moon here, and it is waxing crescent at 43% as of right now. Always make sure to tune it to your local area, though, guys. Now, the Virgo moon encourages things like organization, planning, financial management, cleansing and purification, herbal work, business systems, health and wellness, as well as skill building. Now, today's moon is asking, what can I improve today that my future self will thank me for? Really marinate on that. It's very important right now with the cycles that we're going in. Now, the major planetary influences of today are obviously the sun being in Cancer, and your emotional security is your foundation. Build businesses, relationships, and routines that genuinely nourish you. The moon conjunct Venus in Virgo is another major influence, and it's one of today's sweetest ones, okay? The sweetest influence is excellent for things like beautifying your workspace. You know, it's okay to have a little whimsy, and crafting oils, candles, baths, as well as spiritual products if that's your team. Client consultations, marketing with authenticity today, and budgeting as well as financial planning is going to be at the top of your list. People are drawn to quality over hype today, okay? Now, you know we're sitting in this Mercury retrograde in Cancer, so rather than pushing forward blindly, we're going to do things like update, we're going to edit, we're going to review, maybe rewrite some things and reconnect. Old opportunities may actually return today, so be on the lookout for that. Then we got Mars and Gemini. So the momentum is coming through communication, okay? This is the best thing when you are recording podcasts. Hello, shameless plug. And email marketing, threads, blogging. Today is good for teaching. You know, Gemini is loving knowledge and learning and information. And it's also good for networking. You know, Gemini loves to have a good chit chat. Mars is very passionate and very forward and active. So why not use that energy to your benefit, right? Now, business-wise, let's get into it. Today's wealth isn't created through hustle, right? It's created through systems, right? Now, we are evolving our hustle. We're not necessarily just sitting in the old ways, of course, right? Now, today you're going to spend time organizing your digital files. You're going to create you some workflows, update product listings, write content in batches, okay? Get prepared. Schedule some social media posts. Review your finances. Venus is not only about the aspect of love and relationships, it's also about finances. And you're going to be following up with your warm leads, right? People who may have shown interest that are obviously in your demographic in terms of who you would think that you would be marketing to right now, right? So if you've had conversations, if you've had time spent, then these are the people that you need to say, okay, maybe I'll reach out to them to see what's going on. Facts. Now, every organized process saves future energy. So if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready, okay? We can say it like that. Now, root work focus for today. Virgo rules purification. Now, the ideal workings might be some floor washes before the sun sets. You want to do this earlier in the day. Spiritual baths, protection work is always a team. Healing candles, prosperity through consistency. Ancestor offerings. You could be cleansing your altar today to prepare for these workings. Blessing your business tools is also good too. Now, today's herbs, I would focus in on hyssop. You know, it's good for healing, so you could tap into that. In spiritual baths, it's a good team. Rosemary, we've got agrimony, bay leaf, chamomile, as well as mint. Okay. Now, botanical wise, we're going to pull from this list. We're going to talk about rosemary. Now, rosemary is a perfect ally for today's Virgo moon. You can use it to build your mental clarity, maybe do some spiritual cleansing, you know, increase like your memory. It's good for protection work. It's a great enhancer, good for business success, and again, blessing your sacred tools. Okay. Now let's get into this money magic, right? Instead of asking, how do I make more? You want to ask, how do I become more efficient? Efficiency is prosperity in disguise, guys. Now, my content creators, let's talk about this sweet spot for y'all. Today is great for recording your educational content. If you got something or skill that you want to put out there, you definitely want to tap into that. Tutorials, podcast episodes, product demonstrations, behind the scenes, okay? Behind the scenes footage and videos. Get into emailing newsletters, doing any sort of, if you have like a membership site, you want to tap into those exclusive posts, okay? You're going to teach what you know, all right? People are looking for practical wisdom today. Now let's get into the rituals. This is a good day to cleanse. You're going to cleanse before you do anything. This is a good day for business blessing work, okay? It's a good day if you just want to enhance your money bowl. Focus on working with attraction oils. Prosperity candles are good for today. Success petitions, period. And organization magic. Avoid rushing, domination, or coercive work today. That's not a good team. The energy rewards patience, precision, and steady progress today, okay? Now let's get into the affirmation. All right. I declare and I decree that every intentional step that I take today creates lasting prosperity. My discipline is sacred, my work is blessed, and my consistency open doors dead force never could, okay? And so it is. I say. Now, remember, magic isn't only found in the ritual. Sometimes the spell is just keeping your promises, tending to your altar, answering the email, mundane stuff like organizing your inventory and showing up one more time. Oh my God, it's giving. I have a vocal stem, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it, y'all. Listen, today's Virgo moon reminds us that devotion is one of the oldest forms of magic. So I need you guys to stay grounded and intentional and stay blessed. Most importantly, blessed and highly favored, okay? Now let's get into the collective reading for today. I am going to drop in with the spirits and see what we got going on here. Okay. But thank you guys if you are listening in terms of the almanac to see what's what. And we are going to get into us a read today. Okay. Let's see. All right, spirits, thank you so much for opening the roads for me on behalf of the collective. Thank you so much for covering and protecting us as we go on this journey. And thank you so much for the gift. You know, I don't abuse it. I honor it. I appreciate it. I respect it. What guidance do you have for the collective today? Okay. Let's see. Decisions. 8 of Knives in the upright. Decisions, and not really wanting to deal with it, right? The sun here, Leo energy, is the overall vibes of the day. Let's get the past. Nine of Sticks in the upright. Let's get the present. Father of Coins in the reverse collectively. Five of Coins in the upright. So it's the Five of Pentacles, near future. Bishop C.H. Mason in reverse. So that masculine is a Taurus, because that's the Hierophant, right? So hold on to that little bit of information as we build. Let the beat build. Now, there's something here. There's a sense of somebody's face is being shown. There's some sort of energy that you've been protected from over the past 9 days. Somebody could have been actively doing something in your physical realm, and there is something that you have been protected from. And presently, there seems to be this King of Pentacles in reverse. Tell me about this energy. Why is this person here? This could be a distorted masculine, a boss, like a person that's, while a leader, a bad leader. You know what I mean? So take it where it resonates. We've also got Leo energy here. Did I mention it? But the overall energy is this Leo, right? This Father of Coins is sitting in this Ten of Coins in reverse. Like they're having a bad time financially. That's an Ace of Knives there. That is the truth. There's a lack of support. There's some form of shame here about not being stable, or and there's been a loss taking. They're not doing what they need to be doing. 1 week is significant this week. Next week, take it where it resonates. But 1 week is significant. Somebody's going to lose their foundation. This Father of Coins, this distorted masculine energy, this false leader, okay? He's about to lose something that he holds near and dear too. Long time coming is also what I just heard. Now tell me, I'm going to skip around a little bit. You know I like my dessert first. Let's get into the near future. This Hierophant in reverse, there's a significant change here. And somebody is seeming they're going to be quite restless here. There's been some form of restlessness. I've got Capricorn. There's an obsession, devil in the upright. There's an obsession here. Somebody's restless, and they could be growing impatient, maybe questioning their higher selves or their lower selves, if you will. Their morality is just being brought to the table, right? And there's a bit of obsession that's going on here. This is something that is going to continue. There's heavy movement, Cancer with the Chariot here. What's the movement? Yeah, there's going to be movement here. Somebody seems to, like, they can't see where they've gone wrong. The Tower in reverse, okay? They can't see where they've gone wrong. This person, confirmation. Ten of Knives. This is someone who you definitely need to be watching out for. There's a shift. There's betrayal here. Ultimate disrespect. They just can't see it. They don't realize what they did wrong. And there seems to be a Mother of Sticks in reverse, a fire sign feminine, who could be passing away. I got the ancestor card here, passing away, or there's an ending here. Take it where it resonates, you know. I'm going to give you that first thought. But whoever this fire sign feminine is, if she is indeed Scorpio energy too, if she's indeed like some form of boss or leader, she's been like manipulating things and being overly controlling and just weird type energy. And that shit's coming to an end. It's ending, hun. It's coming to an end. There seems to be a bit of strategy. Maybe someone will even be like trying to act like they changed their tune with the Seven of Knives here. They're going to act like they changed their tune. They're going to be trying to act like they want to be friends. Two of Baskets in the upright. So 2 months, they're going to be like, yo. And then they're quite hopeful about this. Maybe they're thinking they'll blindside you, or you don't see this energy coming towards you. Two of Knives, like you don't see this shit. But fortunately for you, you know, things are manifesting. Nine of Baskets. Your favor is increasing over the next 9 months. And there is an Emperor here who seems to be, he could be an Aries. Take it where it resonates. If he's not an Aries, he's a boss, he's a leader, he's very assertive. This person is a Father of Baskets in reverse. So they're not wise. They lead with their emotions quite often, and this is not what you need to be doing or dealing with. This person could be manipulative when it comes to their leadership capabilities and people's like emotions, right? This is going to cause a sense of failure, a sense of loss. They're going to take a tumble over the next 6 days. This masculine could be a Pisces. He could be, he is. Because the hangman in reverse. So somebody's choosing to get out of a situation by not collaborating with a group of people. 3 months is significant. They could have done this 3 months ago. And somebody just hasn't let go of the idea. They refuse to let go of some sort of plan or idea. This person could be doing some form of magic or manifestation, and it's causing someone not to be able to walk away. 8 of baskets in the reverse, and this is just unfair. It's not right in the spiritual realm, is what they're saying. Legal, it's a spiritual court type of thing. There's causing some form of instability, or someone's not able to build a new life, and this person could be quite delusional and jealous. And it's also stopping someone's career. 8 of coins in reverse, stopping someone's career and meeting their goals. Someone is definitely quite assertive in their actions and doing this magic to make sure that this doesn't happen. 5 days is significant, right? This is why your dukes need to be up, honey. Where was your antennas? Okay, you are dealing with a game of Monopoly right now. Now, fortunately for you, there is a significant shift here with your foundation, 5 of coins. So your spirits are here to help. You are getting some form of divine assistance that is going to shift and change things for you. But the truth of the matter here is there is some form of lack of support here from this Father of Coins, or this person is just not receiving support from they ain't got shit. They ain't got anything. It's a Monet. 5 of nines in the upright. It's a Monet. They'll do whatever they got to do to land this plane, right? 5 of nines, 5 weeks. They gonna tell 5 lies. 5 lies to have their way. Hell yeah. Especially when it comes to like getting what they want. Ace of baskets, relationships. 1 month is significant. They trying to get in a relationship. He want to hang with a bad bitch. He want to hang with a bad bitch. Period. If you don't know the song, I'm sorry. If you know, you know. But and that's funny because she Aries and the Empress here, Sexy Red song. The Empress came out, right? And that's Aries. That's funny as hell because Sexy Red, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, she Aries. But right now, yeah, you healing and you turning into the Empress. And please do not sleep for 5 seconds and think these people don't know that. The true boss. It's feeling bossy outside, you know? But yeah, that's what it is. Like, hot stuff. Period. 9 of coins. I know that's right, baby. But because of that, you know, blessing and curse type shit, because now you got to deal with, like, weirdness, right? You got to deal with weirdness. You got to deal with people being quite strange. And these masculine energies, you know, whether it's, you know, whatever. Take the risk, but just know. Battle of the people who want to be the leaders. It's a lot of fire here, a lot of passion, a lot of, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on. And I'm not going to do the full deed for the ancestors. I will say this, though. Overall, blessings, recognition, sun card, Leo energy here. What's the overall? There's a toxic ass family member here. Confirmation. This is a 10 of cups in reverse, 10 of baskets in reverse situation. If you have gone close to this person in business, you have allowed this person close to you, maybe through your home, maybe around your kids and your family. You've gotten close to an energy that just, there's a lack of camaraderie there, okay? Let's see what's going on, move further. This could be, there's Cancer energy as well. There's lots of secrets going on, lots of secret emotions. People have secret feelings. You could be sensing this High Priestess energy. You're being called to be patient, though. You could be sensing maybe that you're not going to get an opportunity, or this is just not the opportunity you to even want. Yeah, Spirit is saying, go ahead and get your own thing going. Son of coins in the upright. Yeah, Son of sticks. Go ahead and get your own thing going. You got to be independent. You also got to move. You got to move. And I say that because of sticks, fire, wands, energy. Like, you got to strike out, okay? Now, this is not to say be reckless like whoever this fire sign energy is, because they're coming out as the daughter of sticks. But what they're trying to tell you is just be realistic and be balanced when it comes to this energy. We've got a Sagittarius here as well. Someone could be having a conversation with the Sagittarius. They're acting this is a person, like your personal life, because sometimes I ain't gonna hold y'all when, like, we do the tip, but just know, sometimes, like I told y'all yesterday, the messages be coming out. And sometimes it be giving business advancement, but sometimes it be giving very much tea. So I am going to run it back when I'm done as well on a personal note, because I do see some other stories building here as well that y'all might resonate with. Because what? Because it's Sagittarius energy. Somebody's doing something. Again, you're already picking up that restless energy, right? There's somebody that's needing to face the reality. There's a conversation and someone's like restless and reckless and they're just doing shit and, you know, forming different plans and not receiving any sort of action or payout, right? They're not getting these opportunities. And there is a sense of insightfulness here, but this is an illusion. Maybe somebody's got the illusion that I just heard somebody's under the illusion that somebody's patient, but they really not. This is a toxic ass situation. Ooh. Wow. Yeah, you need to protect yourself. Next 9 days. Help is on the way. Help is on the way. Let me see what the guys are talking about. Because that's crazy. Toxicity. Yes, the identity, the face here is shining a light quickly. Ooh, there's that Emperor in reverse. Tell me about that person. He is maybe trying to delay something from happening. He's in Aries. He's done something illegal. Justice in reverse. He's done something he shouldn't have done. Libra. And he doesn't want anybody to know or to see him. He don't want people to know he's going to jail. If this is a boss or somebody, this Aries energy, this distorted, like masculine type energy, no. Hot head. They did something they weren't supposed to do. They was reckless, and somebody don't want nobody. They don't want people to know they finna go to jail. 9 weeks. Yeah, it's gonna come out though. The moon in reverse. Something, it's Cancer. Somebody's gonna expose it because they're not well. Yeah, maybe they could make the decision in 3 days, or maybe come towards you to try to like let you know because they're upset or they're sick or something. This is a Cancer masculine. This King of Cups in reverse. He could be trying to manipulate you into moving away from an idea or plan. Whoever this person is, it's a 10 of Swords, okay? He's going to betray you. And you need to be, somebody's actions. There's a Queen of Wands who is sitting in some form of poverty. This person's going to be in poverty the next 5 years because of their actions. They're inspired. Somebody's inspired to do this. Whoever this Queen of Wands is fire sign feminine. She's leading the way for some form of tower for herself. She made a bad decision when she took this leap of faith. There is some form of obsession or attachment here with either a Capricorn or a Taurus. Higher power, obsessed with looking like a leader. This person's losing this fight. And they've been trying to pay someone maybe to lie or manipulate a situation. Somebody's acting scared. They're worried. They're worried about somebody getting out of a situation. Hangman in reverse, Pisces could be significant. They worry because somebody can't be sacrificed. This Empress in reverse seems to be trying to align themselves with a friendship. Somebody could have tried to align themselves with you, but you got out of this. Yeah, this was unstable from the jump. There seems to be having some form of investment to end some stagnation here after a major loss, taking action, making plans, and not really having the stability or chance to get started. There is an offer for 4 months, but it's not what you really want. What you truly desire is to be free, and somebody's like stopping that. Ace of Wands, that Sagittarius, that person's trying to stop that. They don't think you know though. They don't think you know. Blinded to the fight. They don't think you know. Five of Wands reverse to the Magician and reverse Gemini energy. Yeah, this person could have paid somebody Three of Pentacles to do baneful magic on you over the past 5 days, hoping you lose some form of battle or fight. They've been quite unsuccessful though 6 days ago. Because the spell is weak sauce. Their life, they could have. There's someone in their life that they could have been collaborating with or being friends with, and this person is refusing to assist them financially. They could be worried about their finances, and someone's trying to get better very quickly, so they need money, and they're trying to get out of debt. A Queen of Cups and a Queen of Swords here could be trying to stop this. Yeah, so fortunately, yeah, they're trying to stop someone's bag or inheritance or divine inheritance, wheel of fortune, good karma. It's a form of regret, though. Somebody's in regret, or they're going to be in regret, because there's a cycle that's continuing with a Virgo, and he's not grounded financially, and maybe they were sharing, and he ain't gonna be sharing no more. Knight of Cups in reverse to the Five of Pentacles in reverse. He ain't got it. Shit. There's a lover here who he could be trying to get started with, and he's saving his money, honey. He ain't studying that shit. There's a lack of financial goals being met. He could be quite restless right now. And this King of Pentacles, that Virgo, he's trying to form some form of plan to set himself up. And maybe he's a little careless. The Sun energy. Somebody's upset about a lie. And they've been sitting on this information for about 4 weeks. I picked up on that yesterday. They're not talking about their finances or their goals. And maybe this is because they've got something they are trying to do. Maybe win a legal battle. Dealing with some sort of breakup, or that they're trying to walk away from. They want to heal and walk away. And, there's a blessing here. Somebody could be seen as the high priestess. They've got no other option. And they've been stealing consistently. They some thieving asses. They've been stealing like hell over the past, 8 days? Baby, they trying to figure it out. It's business and personal, like Lotto said, Capricorn energy. This shit business and personal. Pardon my friend say. Let's see what the guys have to say real quick. That's crazy. Aggressive energy, for real. Work. No, Rihanna. Well, the work that you're doing, you need to be confident about it. Overall, be confident in the work that you're doing right now. Peacock on the ass. You've been kind and you've been loving, okay? And you shouldn't have to deal with this. You shouldn't have to deal with this. Maybe they're saying it wasn't a part of the contract for this situation to get a rebirth. Aquarius, someone could be moving. There's some action going on here. There's a relationship, friendship, balance. There's something going to come to the surface about that person. Yep, reveal. Reveal just came out. Be mindful now. Be mindful. Okay, rest. Somebody maybe needing to rest and heal right now. But they're afraid that things aren't changing. Maybe this is a secret that's being exposed, and that this will trap you. So you need to be looking for some form of peace, because there's a cursed spirit, and they're stupid, and they trust that you're too weak to provide, and they're a coward. Maybe they think you're a coward, and that you won't find joy. Remember, they want you to remember that about this person. It could be a Leo or a Taurus. They want you to remember that someone is not happy and they are a coward. In terms of this Taurus, this person could be giving in to some form of weakness. They trusted somebody, and Spirit says wisdom in reverse. That was a stupid move. Somebody could have believed in someone's negative energy and they're taking an L. Cancer, they were careless and they shouldn't have collaborated with this person. Gemini, and their mask is off. They're no longer communicating. Their intentions were never to defend this Pisces. They lack the cunning, and they're not fooling around in terms of what they've created. This person cannot be tricked into going after someone, and they've become impatient. Sagittarius and Aries, somebody's powerless. They don't have the power to grow, and they're being consumed by something that's inspired because they haven't been. It's like whatever they try to see is now consuming them. Yeah, their life is in danger. This could be a friend. Her life could be in danger. Not family. What is that? I'm interested. I'm nosy. Ooh, somebody's not going to be able to walk away because they made a commitment. They shared something already and they can't return it. And they haven't been responsible with their funds. This was someone that they made a contract and now they won't be receiving any help. And they're weak. This Leo's weak. So they've been trying to act quickly to heal and fix this situation over the next 3 weeks. And they're going to lose this battle because this Father of Sticks has some sort of plan. This could be a boss, and they're going to lose that job. 3 of Coins in reverse. And they're going to continue to lose jobs. Because there was a decision that was made 3 days to commit possibly to a Virgo to get some help. They could have went towards a Virgo to get some help financially because they were not stable or they hadn't saved, and they could have really believed, or this person, they could have believed and saw this person, but they're not stable. And they're not sharing with theirs. They don't share the same sentiment. But this is what this person gets. This is a Mother of Baskets in reverse. There could have been some knowledge or information that was shared. Somebody could have been upset about some information that was shared, and this person seems to be ruminating over that. They've become quite delusional, deeply into their thoughts in their head, and they're not talking about this or sharing this information. 5 of Baskets, maybe hoping that they'll be able to reconcile or survive the relationship or partnership, but it won't be moving forward. It won't. 2 of Sticks to the Ace of Sticks. It won't be moving forward. You can't force this person on this journey. And this Father of Knives has decided that they would end their stagnation, and they may ultimately made a decision. This is an air sign, masculine energy, a Libra. Somebody made an ultimate decision, and they're at a crossroads now because they weren't wise. They didn't look into these as deeply as they should have. Whoever was making the decisions, whoever was signing the paperwork, they wish they had really did they little 1-2, because they didn't. And now they tied up in some shit. I just heard a web. This is a web. Oh, it is a web, okay? And you are the grand prize. I know how that might sound, but facts. You're the grand prize, hon. 5 of Coins, but everything's everything. I know, right? But still, hey, keep going. I do feel like it was a little bit of tea to kind of advise the collective, like what the energies are moving like around them. But at the same time, there's an instance of needing to like be realistic in terms of your situation changing, because it is changing. There is assistance coming in the physical realm and the spiritual realm. Sagittarius season could be significant for you. Yeah, there's help coming, and it's long-term help. We talked about that. There's could be some form of knowledge or information that you know, and this is going to assist you. You could be in hermit mode right now. You be in hermit mode, maybe building, grinding, learning, and there's a shift here. Yeah, be mindful of the decisions that you make, though. Yeah. Somebody's weakness here is going to get them knocked off the dome. It's going to be over. Shit, it's going to be over. They're going to accept something, and it is going to not be, it's going to be something that shouldn't be in that. And then quickly. You know, somebody rushed and did some magic. And now this obsession, there you go again. This obsession has them restless because this high priest, this Hierophant in reverses. They got in a contract, a relationship for help, and it was a bad decision. You could have told them this, that they needed to protect themselves. They were in danger. Sarah, you in danger, girl. But this person had already committed to this decision, and this is a cycle that has continued. This is a continued cycle. They're inspired by their wand. They think they've got it all figured out. They thought they wouldn't have to fight. Spirit says this is delusional. They've got more trouble ahead. Business is bad for this Father of Coins. There could be some very angry people because they losing money. And they see this person as unresourceful. He thought he could offer them some form of knowledge or information, but they like, we not moving forward with this partnership. Ooh. So in order for him to survive these, he decided he would lie to the Empress or lie about an Empress. There's an Empress and a relationship factor here. And he survived this lie for a while, but eventually the truth will surface. There's an illusion here. There's a secret family, a secret just alliance here. A toxic family member, a Leo to be specific, that this has a lot of shame here, and people are talking about this person's restless or recklessness, and you know what they do to get money, and they take. This is ending. Yeah, this is going to end with this mother of sticks. Like, it's going to be bad. There's going to be a betrayal. This person ain't going to see coming because they think they know everything and they got their degree mother of knives. They're going to be quite upset and overly emotional because this father figure, he weak and he in debt. And he got way too many responsibilities. He could be battling some things, battling for some money or some sort of fortune, some money he's supposed to get, maybe within a breakup or a partnership. And this is going to inspire some form of quick movement over the next 8 days. That's a random message for somebody. Take it where it resonates. They quite chatty today. Whoa. Well, that's what I got, y'all. I'm going to leave it at that. All right, you guys. I appreciate you so much for continuing to support me. Let me close these rows, actually. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing us to be here and get this guidance and information. And we are going to put it to good use, aren't we, guys? Yes. But, yeah, thank you so much, Spirit. And the road is closed. I appreciate you. But, yes, you guys, without further ado, I appreciate y'all so much. And thank you for coming to hang out with me this rising. Make sure you check out the daily horoscopes on Haus of Cush Patreon. And if you guys are in the market for a bit of guidance, you know, you need some assistance moving through these challenging times, honey, because what is really going on? Go ahead and click the link in my bio and we'll go ahead and get you set up. All right, we'll get you set up for success. Son of Coins in the upright. I know that's right. All right, guys, have a great day. Make sure you turn on your notifications so you'll know when I drop new podcasts and posts. And yes, we will most definitely chat soon. All right, y'all. Have a good afternoon.